What is going on, everybody? It's me, 77, and today we're going to be playing some Izzet Dragons. I've brought back my Izzet Dragons list. I've updated it with Tarkir because it's full of dragons, and they're good. So this deck is looking awesome so far. We're going to put it through 40 games in the ladder. But before that, let's get into that deck list. Alright, here we are, Izzet Dragons. So, what draws us to Izzet versus other colors? Well, Sarkhan Soul of Flame is the biggest draw. Sarkhan Soul of Flame allows, with some of the new cards from Tarkir, for a turn 4 kill, 24 damage with a nice curve. So let me explain how that works. So the new Sarkhan Dragon Ascendant from Tarkir is a 2-mana 2/2. When it enters, we may behold a dragon, which means choose a dragon in our hand and reveal it, or choose a dragon that we control. And if we do, we create a treasure token, and then whenever a dragon we control enters, we put a counter on him. He gains flying and becomes a dragon in addition to his other types. So the goal is to combine that with Twin Flame Tyrant, which is a 5-mana 3/5 with flying that says if a source you control would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, it deals double that damage instead. So the combo goes as such. We play Sarkhan, we behold a dragon, get a treasure. We play Sarkhan Soul of Flame, which reduces the cost of our dragons by 1. And whenever a dragon we control enters, he can become a copy of it. And then we play Twin Flame Tyrant. So the way that works is Twin Flame Tyrant enters the battlefield. Sarkhan Soul of Flame becomes a copy of Twin Flame Tyrant, making it a 3/5 with flying. Sarkhan triggers and gets a +1/+1 counter and flying. And then we attack the opponent for 6 damage, which gets doubled by Twin Flame Tyrant and doubled again by the Twin Flame Tyrant that Sarkhan becomes, making 24 damage. So we can literally just curve 1, 2, 3 and kill the opponent with 24 damage, and it's pretty sweet. But the deck is much more resilient than that, and we've got plenty of removal in things like Invasion of Tarkir. We've got some Abrades to help deal with Corey Steelcutter. The original version of this list that I did not have Abrade, but during testing I added some Abrades, so now we have Abrade in the list. So it's been going a lot better since we've added Abrade just to help deal with the Corey Steel decks. Also, same thing with Spell Pierce. We've got Spell Pierces to help us counter their turn 2 Corey Steelcutters if we need to. We've got the Spelling Exhale and Molten Exhale as removal as well. We've got a couple of copies of Carnelian Orb of Dragonkind as ramp and something to give our cool dragons haste. We're also playing 3 copies of Magmatic Hellkite. This has been an absolute house for us. Cutting our opponent off a color and slowing them down a turn, especially for decks that aren't ramping, is a huge and a lot of people keep their hand based on how many lands they have, and they may not draw a land right away after that. And being able to go on turn 2 and behold a Sarkhan, and then on turn 3 play a Magmatic Hellkite on our opponent who may only have 1 or 2 or 2 or 3 lands in play, can be absolutely brutal. We have a single copy of Roaming thrown in the list to double up on triggers occasionally, because we can double up on Dragonhawk triggers, Terror triggers, Magmatic Hellkite triggers, the Defiant Thundermaw that comes off of Invasion of Tarkir, which this Invasion of Tarkir is ridiculous. Just getting that Defiant Thundermaw and being able to, mow all of our opponent's little creatures down can be really awesome. A couple of ill-timed explosions to help us catch up just in case our opponent's going ham, making a bunch of rabbits or bunnies or goblins or whatever token deck they happen to be playing. And then 2 copies of Meringue River Regent to either help us draw or, be a really solid late game dragon to just bounce some things. It's also great to discard the Ill-Timed Explosion because it has 6 mana cost, so it's, the highest mana cost in our deck and can help get rid of some big scary things like the demons from the demon deck and things like that. The deck is awesome. I absolutely love it. It has some really crazy turns. Sometimes just, going Sarkhan into Dragonhawk is absolutely ridiculous and can be a ton of damage out of nowhere. And it's just a fun deck. It really, really is. And I love Tarkir so much. And I really wanted to finally build a deck based around all the cool stuff from it. And this is where I think the best Dragons deck really is, that's actually Dragon Tribal. So, yeah, let's get into those games. All right, Vicky, is it dragon time? It sure is. We get to go first. This looks like a good hand to me. I don't think we need 2 Abrades. Plains and Ruin Lurker Bat. Alright. Well, I will get rid of the Ruin Lurker Bat. Interland Sanctifier. And another bat. Alright, we need land. Cat Collector. We can draw a land, we're in great shape. That is not a land, but I'll take it. It gives me a blocker. More Hinterland Sanctifier. More cats. Opponent is going ham. All the little guys. And a Sheltered by Ghost, because why not? Well, at the very least I can get rid of that next turn, but not before I take a huge chunk of damage. Alright. Now if this lives a turn, well, that's annoying. Opponent gets in for one. Oh wait, this has haste. What am I talking about? Should have played the Terror then. Oops. For some reason I was forgetting about the orb giving it haste. This isn't a bad way to do it because now we have a Twin Flame Tyrant and we can play another Twin Flame Tyrant and then we can get through this huge life total they have. But I could have played Terror of the Peaks and removed some of these creatures. Wait. I thought the opponent controlled this technically. I guess I was wrong. Okay, well I think we still win here. Because we do triple damage. So, it still worked out. GG. Don't make mistakes like me though. Twin Flame Tyrant does not deal double damage to invasions. I'm ready against Embara. Let us show them the dragons. You go first. Ignore my terrible roaring noise. Alright, hopefully we can surveil some sweet removal or something on top maybe. All right, opponent, what you doing? All right, surveil. We'll keep that on top. Escape tunnel. All right. Maybe like a Lumra Bellows deck or something. Opponent gets an island. And a River Pyroverge and a Fear of Missing Out. We discord us. So this is probably Oculus. Alright, well, Sarkin. If he doesn't have removal for Sarkin, we'll probably play Terror. I don't know, we might play Hellkite just to slow them down a turn. Beautiful part about Sarkin Soul Flame is he has 4 toughness, so he dodges a lot of the good removal. Alright, opponent gets in, no blocks. Not gonna get torched or towered or shocked out of this. He does have Helping Hand or something. He doesn't have an Oculus in the yard yet. Okay, so he recommissions the Steam Core Scholar. Very cool. Alright, so I am gonna play Terror here. Opponent may have like a Into the Flood Maw or something, which would be unfortunate, but we will take action. And at this point, if the opponent wants to block with Scholar and burn Sarkin, I'm cool with that. Because they still take some damage, and then we're still left with a Terror of the Peaks. I knew they had a torch. Okay, so now we have Magmatic Hellkite for next turn. The opponent does have Delirium now, so we gotta watch out for that. If they play like a Tursa Light Shatter or something, they can get in for quite a bit. They only have 5 in yard right now, so they wouldn't be able to cast anything with Tursa yet. What are they gonna do? I was kind of hoping Sarkin would stick around so I could play a River Regent and bounce their stuff, but it is what it is. Hellkite, we can, at least right this minute, they don't have white, so we can actually cut them off of white. Offside Memory. They draw a card. Nothing to play. Opponent does not have burn. Alright, Cavern on Dragon. We'll go ahead and play Hellkite. And we have River Regent now for next turn, which is fantastic. So we'll go ahead and ping this for 4, and they scoop it up! GG, Oculus. I'm ready to play Hexel. Let us do the thing with the dragons. The opponent goes first. I'm not crazy about this hand. On one hand, I really like having Spell Pierce in case it's Quarry Steel. And Ill-Timed Explosion. But this is very slow. We are on the draw. I think I'm gonna keep this. It's not Quarry Steel. Venerated Rot Priest. Okay. Well, we're really gonna need this Ill-Timed Explosion, probably. I love when we randomly just get hosed by complete off-meta stuff, like Toxic that doesn't exist anymore in the meta. You build your deck to fight the rock, paper, scissors and then get absolutely freaking hosed. I don't know if we can race them. That's 3 more Toxic minimum. This turn, putting us to 4. tide up to 7. Alright, well, this is literally all I can do. And hope they don't have a tie bar stand or something. If this actually works, then there's hope. But oh, it worked! Okay, now they can make Murex tokens. Loaded Contaminator. Okay, we can block that though. Actually, we can just get rid of it like this. And we have a Spell Pierce if they have protection. We'll reveal. 4 damage. And Spell Pierce. And now we still have a Dispelling Exhale up for whatever their follow-up is. If they just make a Murex token, we can... Okay, let's say no to that. And behold, my Magmatic Hellkite. Oh my gosh, they have another one. Okay. Well, that's very good. That works out nicely because they replay it and then I can kill it and then I can immediately attack it. Jawbone Duelist, sure. Crawling Chorus, sure. Alright. Invasion of Tarkir. No need to reveal. Get rid of that. Roaming Throne. On Dragon. Attack this. Get a Defiant Thundermaw. And that should be the game. Unless he's got a way to proliferate 3 times this turn. Because I mean, it's not game. If he has removal for Thundermaw or Regent, then that slows us down a lot. But I feel like it's a lot harder for us to lose from this position. Like, even if he gets rid of Thundermaw, Roaming Throne means Magmatic Hellkite destroys 2 of his lands. Okay, looks like he does have removal. If he has the -4/-4 proliferate, that would be unfortunate. Necrogen Rot Priest. That definitely doesn't help him any. Alright, so we're gonna Magmatic Hellkite. Shut him off from black and white. Is this lethal? I think this is lethal if I just go all face. 610 plus 12 damage from the Thundermaw trigger? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then bing, bang, boom. Oh. Ill-timed explosion saved our lives. GG. Dayron. All right, Dayron. Let's see what we got. We get to go first. Can we find a 3rd land is the question. I think we can. Got a surveil. There it is. This is a beautiful curve. Go ahead and get an invasion down now. Planes for the opponent. Dollmaker's shop. Alright, we're finding our lands. Seal from existence. Oh, that's rude. Get down a Hellkite. See if they have more removal. Windcrag Siege is not removal. And that means we get to take out this invasion. Going after this invasion is important because it gives us the ability to wipe whatever creatures he gets on the battlefield this turn if he doesn't have removal for the Thundermaw. High Noon does nothing. I'm not going to risk that he has a Torso Tower. Oh, he had... I'm not smart. Okay, 2 here, 2 there. Flippity flop. Opponent gets their cool thing, plays an Urabrask's Forge, and that's game. They have no way to cast anything, so we'll block. Easy peasy. Boom, boom, boom. Defiant Thundermaw is so broken. GG. World Breaker. Like the Eldrazi? We get to go first. I like this hand. We need a dragon for Sarkhan, but we might just spend the first couple turns removing things anyway. Island. And Storm Chaser's talent, so it's probably Quarry Steel. So let's go ahead and get this invasion down. Nag the token, because as inefficient as it feels, removing all their stupid tokens is really important. Quarry Steel Cutter. All right, and we get to abrade it. Destroy. Alright, we need to draw some dragons, though. Sleight of hand. I mean, they may have been hinging almost all their aggression on Storm Chaser's talent and Quarry Steel. They just got another token, though, so we gotta watch out for that. Okay. Drawing more lands is not what we want to be doing right now. We had a great start, so we need to draw some stuff to do now, please. The opponent is just gonna draw us out. Looks like they're gonna shock our Sarkhan. And I don't know, I probably would have done that on their turn, to be honest. Flick shot, yeah, that's a problem. Opt. Rise to the top and draws it, so it's probably something good. Another opt. It's amazing that just tripping up on a land cost us that much damage. Well, I mean, that's positive, right? That gives us a little bit of a chance. Another Quarry Steel Cutter, but we have an Abrade this time, so yes, they're gonna get a token, but my gosh, had to be a burn spell too. At least they didn't have Monstrous Rage on top of it, right? Oh my gosh. We can't stop drawing lands, and it's getting really annoying. I just want to point out... Oh, I should have played this land. Is that a Spell Pierce? Is that really? I'm gonna get punished for not playing my land first. Or is he gonna shock Sarkin? Torch? Okay. I mean, now he gets the scry, puts it on the bottom. Alright. We need something good, man. We got a lot of good draws. Opponent says GG. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, that's not GG, though. Like, you could literally just draw another board clear. I am at 4, but... Meringue River Regent would be... There you go, look at that. Bounce, bounce. Opponent's gonna buy back there. This town ain't big enough. Or Burst Lightning. Now I need a counter. Because now they can just Burst Lightning my face. And I don't draw one, of course! Huh. I just want to point out that if one or two of these cards had not been lands at the times they were, that we'd probably have been fine. That was just poor luck, in my opinion. Gnarly! Opponent goes first. This looks good, though. Spire Bluff Canal. It's another Quarry Steel Cutter deck. Hooray! And of course, I don't have a blue to Spell Pierce it, because why would I actually have the colors I need when I need them? So maybe they'll plot instead. Hey, there we go. There's a little bit of luck, right? Haha! Get out of here. Land. Come on, one time. After that last game, I deserve a little bit of good luck. Alright, well, at least we can get rid of the show off. And we actually have enough dragons in hand that if we don't draw land, we can still defeat this invasion and get a Thundermaw off it. Bottom, draw. Well, does he have a Spell Pierce? He may not Spell Pierce it, just thinking we're gonna go face. Or he may just have it into the Flood Maw and it's not gonna matter. But then we can just do it again next turn, so. At least this way we can ping away whatever he plays. Stock up, sure. Well, now we can get the other invasion defeated. Oh my gosh, we can't find lands. This is fun. I'm gonna win with 2 lands. We're gonna do it. That's how we roll. Double Defiant Thundermaw, man. Got a Molten Exhale to get rid of anything he plays. Another stock up, okay. Maybe we can just draw another invasion and just kill him that way. We have so many dragons in hand that we probably could. Oh no, okay. Well, this is still a lot of damage. Opponents at 4. Can he deal with both of these Thundermaws? We'll discard Terror. Are we really gonna win against Quarry Steel with 2 lands? It's ironic that the last game I just kept drawing lands when I really needed spells, and then this time I'm literally just drawing all spells. Swift Spear, Swift Spear. Opt. Sure. That sounds like game to me. He's got options. Monstrous Rage. How about no? I behold my Defiant Thundermaw. Got him. All right, two lands. We still got there. The power of Defiant Thundermaw. JCF Turbo. Well, let's hope they're not too turbo. Ooh, this is a great hand. This is beautiful. And we get to go first. And we get an invasion. What? Island for the opponent. We'll play a Spire Bluff Canal, a Sarkin. Behold! My Magmatic Hellkite. I still want to build a deck with Leyline where Sarkin beholds himself because reasons. As much as I want to play Sarkin Soul Flame this turn, we're going to cut them off of a land and hopefully stop them from doubling up on spells this turn. This is 3 Quarry Steel decks in a row, by the way. I lost to a few Quarry Steel decks during the testing games, but I didn't have a Braid in the deck at the time, so I added a Braid to the list, and I've been doing a lot better against Quarry Steel since I've added a Braid. Let's go another Magmatic Hellkite and hit their Shivan Reef and attack them for 8. That should be game. Invasion gets them for that last point of damage if they don't get rid of our Hellkite, and if they want to spend their turn playing Quarry Steelcutter, they're probably not removing either of these Hellkites unless they have like Into the Floodmaw. Nope. All right, so they get 2 Quarry Steels, but we can block 1, and then we just invasion them. GG, Quarry. Boop. See, we can beat Quarry Steelcutter. It's not impossible. GG. Scorpion. It's Scorpion. How do I feel about this hand? We're on the play. I'll keep it. I'm not gonna turn my nose up at a good controlling hand. We don't need to be super aggressive all the time. Hopefully this isn't the control deck itself. I feel like Seachrome Coast Okay, this is looking like Oculus. I have a spell pierce in hand now, it's annoying. Chart a course. There's the Oculus. That's obnoxious. Well, they don't have mana for spell pierce right now, so we'll go ahead and ill-timed explosion. Wow! Wow, okay. Well, I gotta get rid of the Oculus, so... That's unfortunate. That we just drew literally 9 lands in our top however many cards it's been. Okay, well they didn't find a helping hand, so maybe they don't have one. Can I draw some creatures, please, that do things and stuff? That is a creature that does things and stuff. Do they have a counter spell? They're playing Spell Pierce, but are they playing other counters? Okay. It resolved. Moment of Truth is not removal. Parterre sticks around. Okay, there's another Oculus in the yard. Terror sticking around could be enough for us to get through. And we've got plenty of land, so every draw is super live. And we do have some kind of dead draws right now. Baby Sarkin wouldn't be super great right now. Alright, opponent plays a land. Okay, they bounce our terror. And then they recommission their Oculus. Fantastic. And then they Founding of the Third Path. Mill 4, so they can do it again next turn. Okay. Recommission the other Oculus. Wow, their luck is insane. Oh my goodness gracious. My only hope here is another ill-timed explosion or a Meringue River Regent, maybe. I don't even think Regent would be enough. That's not gonna do it. Alright. Well, the opponent just got incredibly too far ahead of us. GG. Wololo 2. Wololo. Opponent goes first. These exhales are only 2s. That may be good enough, though. I'm gonna keep. Because we've got counters on removal and Sarkin to... Alright, Candy Trail for the opponents. 2 on the bottom, okay. Orb is nice. We'll take the Spire Bluff Canal. Swamp, another Candy Trail. What are they playing? Mono black control? Nope. Golgari. And how about no? Alright, we'll pass. Unfortunately, we can't just run our creatures into their removal, so... Like, I'm gonna play an orb now, because that leaves me counter mana available. Roll back. You know what? That's fine. They want to spend their mana killing my orb. I would really like to draw a dragon. That would be super sweet. For now, we will just hope that they don't have removal for Sarkhan. They probably do. Okay. Nope. Not having that. I'm just gonna draw. Play an invasion. Show a terror. Get rid of the throwback. Up the beanstalk for the opponent. That's bad. They've got their engine back. Land. Draw with Candy Trail. Well, they're gonna do it at the end of the turn. Okay. This is how I want to do this. I'm gonna play Invasion of Tarkir. I'm gonna reveal 3 dragons. Hit this invasion. That way, if they have removal, they're using it on this, and that lets us cast Meringue River Regent's draw mode. They do have a go for the throat. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. They don't sack their Candy Trail, oddly enough. Now they do. Digging for something to trigger Beanstalk with. Swamp. They're playing Bargain, so I'm guessing they're missing blue. Yeah, well, they've got 1 card in hand. Surveil. Let's see what's on top. Sarkhan. I like Sarkhan. Let's go ahead and play a Terror of the Peaks. Like, I'm just gonna play crazy stuff every turn and force them to... Problem is the second they can start triggering Beanstalk, we're in trouble. But if we can get ahead of them before they can start going off with Beanstalk... Looks like they found removal for the Terror. Oh my gosh, that's so obnoxious. Oh, okay. Alright, Dragonhawk. Cool. Very nice. Get a Defiant Thundermaw, ping them in the face for 4 more. Get in for 7. No? Okay. Alright, and Sarkin. Opponent's at 10. It should be pretty hard for them to absolutely wreck us from here, unless they just go like bargain board wipe. Or even just board wipe. Nissa is rough. Oh wait, no, this one can't kill things with flying. Alright, so then we're good. Even if he has a removal spell, yep. Alright, and we're back for the post-game wrap. So, 40 games, 63%, 25 and 15. The deck did pretty well. It wasn't, you know, insane or anything like that, but it definitely held its own. We definitely got a little bit of rank up. Obviously, we did struggle against Corey, but some of these losses were before I added the Abrade. So after we added Abrade, we actually won. The only 2 games that we did win against Corey were because of the Abrade. And in the video, actually, one of the games we lost because we just weren't drawing enough spell. We were drawing land when we needed spells to help deal with our opponent's stuff. And our opponent was being able to just cast stuff without any opposition, and that really hurt. So I think the Corey Steel, since I've added the Abrades, like maybe we switch in and like one more Abrade. But I think the Corey Steel matchup is a lot better. Mono Red we struggled against because we were on the draw against them in the majority of cases. Let's see, we were on the draw here against this one. I'm only showing you these because I want you to believe, like, understand that I'm not lying about these stats. We were on the draw against this Mono Red list. On the draw against this Mono Red list. On the draw against this Mono Red list. So of the 4 losses, we were on the draw in all 4. So this deck is gonna struggle on the draw in best of 1. Any deck in best of 1 struggles against Mono Red in best of 1 on the draw. So please take this with a grain of salt. This deck is actually good against Mono Red if we can be on the play. Obviously, we're gonna struggle on the draw. So of the 4 games we lost, we were on the draw in all 4 of them. And honestly, we won a game against Corey on the draw. So that's pretty sweet. And then we were on the draw against this Corey deck. So really, it's just about, it really is a coin flip. If you're on the play against those decks, we're typically too fast and too big for those decks to deal with. But if you're on the draw, it's going to be a little bit rough. So maybe mulligan pretty aggressively if you think you're playing against somebody mono red. But yeah, the deck is really good. And again, take these stats with a grain of salt, because a lot of these games were just us being on the draw and just not being able to keep up. You know, the deck is really solid. It's much better than it looks from these stats. And I just wanted to actually show you guys in the games so that you could understand, you know, where I'm coming from, because this deck feels really, really good when you're not just getting absolutely mowed over by, you know, a perfect draw from a mono red deck on the play. So I hope you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed playing it for you. If you are one of the wonderful veterans of my channel who's made it all the way through this video, or if you're new to the channel, I hope that you'll take a quick moment to hit that like button and subscribe if you're not subscribed. And also, tell me what you think of the deck, and tell me anything that you want to see in the future. I'd love to hear from you guys. The engagement really helps my videos. It really helps my channel. So even if you just leave a comment to show support, I would really appreciate it. But I really would like to start engaging with you guys more and doing maybe some viewer submitted decks. So if you have any ideas, the link for the Sev Squad Discord is in the description. You can join that Discord for free. You don't have to be a member or anything. And you can talk to me about deck lists there and stuff. And I would love to hear from you. So with that, I appreciate you. You're awesome. And I'll catch you in the next one.